Well, it turned off,
Okay, well
so
then do
maybe.
your thing. And
But I can't leave them connected too long because the gas in the matrix is getting below a quarter, so I don't want to run out.
okay, whatever you think is fine. I have to rest a minute, and then I can come out and work some more.
All right, well I try to yeah, I think I'll put some snow on the trailer, and I think what I will do is I will either look if it's this. There are two right hands.
Oh, turn it inside out, and then you have
Yeah, but
two
it's
left
not really
hands.
work for this type, so we'll figure this out.
Okay. All right. Thank you for
Okay,
all you're doing.
okay, so I'll
I'm gonna take a break, and then I'll go out there and
I'll see what I can do about the snow on the trailer.
okay,
If I need some good meds.
okay. Hello. Well, here we are. It's a lovely day. Sun is shining. It was a full snow moon last night. It was pretty. I don't know. I just look out the window and say, "Oh yeah, look, it's pretty," and then I go to bed. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Like all those planets are lined up, and they're kind of in an arch over the over the sky, but I don't think you can see more than two of them. I'm not sure. I think you can see Jupiter and Mars. And the rest of them, I don't know. Maybe you can see Saturn. I don't know which one. But Uranus and Neptune are too far away to see without binoculars or something. And once you've got binoculars on, have you ever tried to look at the sky with binoculars? You try and look at one star, and you get out your binoculars, and suddenly there's a billion stars, and you have no idea which one that you were looking at before because they're not. It doesn't look like it's any brighter than the rest. Anyway, so that's just confusing to me. I used my app. I think I used Night Sky or Sky View, something like that. That's my app to look at the sky. And it'll show me where it is. I can just see it'll say on there, this is this, and that is that, and that is that. As you move it around, and you can look down and it'll look into the earth, through the earth, and tell you what stars are out or down there. Which is going to be interesting because I've made the decision to go to Bali. I told you on a few videos already, but you never know if people are watching all the videos or any of them. Anyway, so now I've got the flight, and I booked it, and Anna is booking a flight for us to go on a little side trip to Vietnam to meet her parents. That's gonna be fun. Her mother looks like a very nice person from one picture. That's all I've seen. Hmm. Anyway, so that's that. So now I'm thinking about what to take. And I think I'll take my favorite squishy pillow, really squishy, fluffy feather pillow. I think I'll take it on the flight, like in the carry-on. And of course, my laptop and my puffer machine. I think I'm going to take that in the carry-on too because I don't want to lose it if I lose my luggage. That's the CPAP machine. And I'll take my journal to carry on. Maybe I should take something very tiny like tatting. Take a ball of yarn and two tatting shuttles and the directions for something. Then I can tat. I can get good at something while I'm doing it. Make a doily or something. Oh, and you know what I've decided to do when we're there? Like there's jungle there. We're not going to be in a high-rise fancy anything. It's in a small village and very narrow streets, and the stores are like little garages. They're all made out of cement. It looks very, very old and run down, and it's not like something you'd find in Canada. So, but there's jungle. They've got a little cement wall around their backyard, which is a pretty sizable backyard. It's like what you'd find in the city, I think. It's bigger than a postage stamp, maybe two postage stamps. And I decided I'm going to take my little hand saw. It's a blade that you can close it up. I'm going to put that in my carry-on. I'm going to take some hand clippers for clipping vines, and I use them for willow. And the other one with the little saw blade on it, I'm going to use for cutting bamboo. So, and I'm going to take a piece of rope. So I'm gonna make a grass hut in our backyard. It probably won't be grass. Maybe it'll be banana leaves. But I'll use bamboo as the uprights. I'll make a teepee shape, and then I will use vines to wrap it around, and then I'll lay banana leaves on it, and I'll face it away from the sun, so it'll be shady and a nice place to be outside in the shade because it's pretty hot there. It shouldn't close it all in because it's going to be humid and you need the breeze. Hey, kitty's playing again. Boy, they love playing. This one lays down and taunts the other one. And the other one, is that Chumbles? I think it's Chumbles has almost the same markings. He's just gray. These are very entertaining animals. Oh, did you see the flip? If they don't like it, they would stop, but they don't. So this morning I took the snowblower down. Well, Willem drove it down to the bottom of the hill, and I drove the car down there. And I had gas in the car because if I ran out of gas, I needed to be able to get it without having to walk all the way up to the house. But I didn't. In fact, it didn't even use much gas at all. And I snow blew. Hi, you gonna try it again?
Try what again?
Whatever it is you're doing, which is this car.
You're gonna get a stool out of the table.
Okay. Yeah, so this morning I snow blew down the lane by the pond. I call that Kingfisher Lane. Past Fiddlehead Pond on one side and the alders with the stream and the grass hut on the other side. And I didn't go down the hill into the grass hut area and do that because I wasn't sure that I could get back out of there. I probably could, but what if I couldn't? That would just be a lot of extra back work. So I snow blew along Fiddlehead Pond and all the way around the moat, the Aqua Trail, past Iceberg Pond, past the A-frame, not the A-frame, the alder teepee. And then I turned and I went up to the grass hut on Horseshoe Island. I went up the hill onto it and all the way to the doorway. It's pretty sloped all in there. Little it's a little knoll, which was made when they dug out the pond. Oh, he's gonna do it that way. What a good idea. Oh, he's so amazing. He's taking the back thing open of the trailer and he's gonna shovel the snow out. I don't think you can see him probably. Anyway, so I went all the way around, went up to the grass hut, and back down to the pathway and finished around the moat, and then back to Teardrop Point and out Kingfisher Lane. I did the whole thing. That was really cool. I kind of wanted to go between one grass hut and the other, but there's a lot of really tall grass that is snow laden. And if you get in there with a snowblower, it'll just tangle all the grass up and then you'll break the shear pin or, whatever. I don't want to do that. But there is a way to do it without going through lots of grass. I don't really have a path that way. Now, tomorrow evening, we're supposed to get a huge snowstorm. We're supposed to get 40 centimeters of snow. We'll probably get 5, but it's supposed to be 20 to 40 tomorrow night overnight, 2 centimeters an hour, which is an inch or maybe. And then we're supposed to get another 5 the next day, which is another 2.5 inches. So we may end up with 20 inches of snow. So I wanted to snow blow the pathway so that all the hard packed stuff, like this is the pathway that we've been walking on and the deer have been walking on. So it's quite trodden down. It was a bit difficult to snow blow it. But now when I go back, I will see because there's the difference in the level. The pathway is low and the sides are high, the rest of the world. And so when the snow lands, unless it's blowing snow, when the snow lands, there'll be that still a dent, still a pathway, but it'll be full of snow, and but the rest will be higher snow. So I'll be able to go through it pretty easily. That's the plan. Because I want to be able to continue to walk around there, even though I'm not going to be here that much longer because it's already the 11th of February, and I think I go down to Toronto to Audrey's on the 20th. So I've got a week and a half. And then after I'm at Audrey's, I come back, I'll be there for a week, and then I'll come home and I'll be here for a week. And then I'll go to Bali. It's gonna be fun. Anyway, so today, now Ben wants to use the trailer. So we've been digging out the lane. We couldn't even get to the car. It was completely snowed in there. Snow on it, snow around it. So we dug out the car and used the snow blower. And now Willem is emptying all that snow. There's about, I don't know, 8 or 10 inches of snow filled up the trailer. Doing that so that we can pull it out because it's been iced in, you know, like we've had snow and then it melted, and so it's been sitting there. There'll be no snow under any of it. Be a nice, beautiful spot in the lane, probably 3 inches lower than the level of the snow-blown driveway. Anyway, so we've been working at that. That's been taking a long time. I was thinking I could go and drop it off and come back, but I don't think I'll make it today. I think that I'll need to, because I have other commitments later. So I think I'll do it first thing in the morning tomorrow. We took another car into Ottawa to have it fixed. We've got a really good guy. He's Rony, R-O-N-Y, Rony's Auto Sales in Ottawa in the East End, and that's where we bought our red Matrix from. And he gave us a great price, and it's a really good car, and he knows all kinds of stuff about fixing cars because that's what he does. In order to sell them, he's got to make sure they're all certified. He buys them at the auction, you know. Anyway, so removing all the ropes that are in there. Some are probably going to be iced in at the bottom. But maybe not. I don't like driving the clunker to Ottawa. But as long as we get the trailer out, Ben could always come here and pick it up. We have a trailer hitch. It would be nice if we could have him put the trailer hitch on before we pick it up tomorrow on the Mazda. But the Mazda is probably not a very good car for pulling things. It's kind of a little bit of a fancy luxury car. But it's even better mileage than the Toyota, I think. We have a Corolla and a Matrix Toyota, and they're both like 2006. So they're what, 18 years old? No, 19 years old. But the old Toyotas last for a long, long time. They're great. Ah, it feels good to be out here. It feels good to sit down. I took a half of an energy pill. Maybe I took a quarter of an energy pill. What are they called? Wake ups. I'm gonna take some of them on the plane on my trip, and I'm gonna take some melatonin. And I probably have to go get a refill of my pills so that I have them all when I go my Celexa. yesterday Daniel called and asked if I would go to his computer and turn it on, and he wanted me to look for a certain file, a controller file, and then to attach it and make an email and attach that file to it and send it. And he was so excited. Well, first of all, he saw the room and he goes, "Oh, my computer. Oh, my room." You know, they've got 2 rooms upstairs and the bathroom. Oh, my, oh. He's very excited I'm coming. He wanted, I was talking about making a bow. And he said, "Oh, I could make a bow." And so he went and he bought some cut pieces of bamboo, which don't look big enough to make a bow out of. But he says there's a jungle. And the jungle is just over the cement fence. I don't know if you're just allowed to go and harvest anything in the jungle, but so he was very thrilled when I said I was going to make baskets and things there. I'll bring my clippers. He said, "Oh yeah. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I can show you what I do, where I go, what we do, and I'll be active, right? I'll go for walks. I'll go and explore everywhere. I don't think even when we go to the cafe, I might sit in the cafe to get cooled off. I have to take, I don't want to take much clothing. I have a dress that I wear when it's really hot, and it's a polyester dress, so it's quite slippery. And that one I find is the best. It doesn't look that great. I need to hem it properly. I cut it off a few years ago. It was much longer. It's down to about my calves, and I cut it off to just below my knee. But I have to hem it so that I look appropriate for the world out there, for the jungle of Bali. This is Indonesia, eh? So I've got these hearing aid things, which are not hearing aids. They're Bluetooth earphones, headphones, earbuds. I don't know what they're called. They're not buds. They sit on top of the ear. They're on the outside of the ear hole. Anyway, I like them. So I can have my phone in my pocket and be listening to something. So I've downloaded a bunch of videos so I can listen to them on the flights. I'm trying to clean off my phone. I'm trying to upload a bunch of videos that I haven't uploaded yet. Especially if I have grandchildren in them, I make them private, but I upload them so that so I have them and I can send them to the parents, you know. But I don't have them in my phone that way. But nobody else can see them, right? So it's my own little storage. It's better than paying Google $5 a month or whatever they cost. Boy, they really rack it in for these data centers, for their cloud computing. We never knew where it was that this stuff was saved. Now we do. These data centers take a lot of electricity to save all this crap we really don't want. But YouTube, can you imagine the data center that's holding all that information? Must be enormous. You know, and if the power goes out, it's probably not a big deal because when the power comes back on, it's still in all those computers. It's still saved in there. Anyway, but the Savior's coming soon, so long-term stuff is not relevant anymore. The millennium will start. The prophet went and talked to the youth. He gave he told them to prepare to greet the Savior, to greet him. They've never said that before. They said it's close.